show together, some story from the Biden White House crosses our screens, and we think to ourselves, come on, there's absolutely no way that can be real. Please, it's just too crazy. And of course, pretty much every morning, what we had assumed was a joke turns out to be entirely real. It's actually happening. The Biden administration really is that crazy. They really are firing thousands of nurses in the middle of a pandemic, firing thousands of cops in the middle of a crime wave. No, they're not kidding even in the slightest when they tell you that's a genuine female four-star admiral standing right there. Joe Biden isn't giggling. He tells you Rachel Levine's promotion is a victory for women everywhere, and he means it when he says it. He means all of these things, even the ones he doesn't understand, which is most. As the guy who runs the Babylon Bee told us recently, it is getting tough to run a parody site in this country. No matter how creative your jokes may be, it is almost impossible to be more ludicrous than reality already is. And yet, even by those impossibly high standards, we can confidently announce tonight that we have just read the single most deranged news story ever printed in this country. So no matter what happens going forward, and God knows what that'll be, this story will live forever as the high watermark of political lunacy. Mark your calendars. It's October 28th, 2021. This is the day that things couldn't possibly get nuttier. And here it is. According to a piece in this afternoon's Wall Street Journal, the Biden administration has decided to pay reparations to illegal aliens. In other words, foreigners who came here without invitation, who came in willful violation of legal statutes passed by our Congress per our Constitution, those people are about to get a groveling apology and huge amounts of cash. Why? Because our government dared to enforce its own laws, which now apparently is immoral. So the Biden White House is going to pay criminals for committing crimes. It's almost impossible to believe that's real, but it is real. According to the Journal, the administration plans to, quote, offer immigrant families that were separated during the Trump administration around $450,000 a person in compensation. The U.S. Departments of Justice, Homeland Security, and Health and Human Services are considering payments that could amount to close to $1 million per family. $1 million per family for illegal aliens at exactly the moment that American families are becoming noticeably poorer by the day. You won't be surprised to learn, according to the paper, that nearly 1,000 reparations claims have already been filed. Why not? The total payout from all this? More than $1 billion. So how much is that exactly? Well, let's see. If you're an American citizen who is killed in a war defending your country, our government promises to send your family $100,000. That is less than a quarter of what Joe Biden intends to give illegal aliens for the inconvenience of being deported. They're once again getting $450,000 a piece from your tax receipts. That's more than some of the 9/11 victims got. It's more than any ordinary American ever gets for anything from the U.S. government. Most people in this country just give. Foreigners with no respect for our laws or systems, meanwhile, are hitting the jackpot. So take 3 steps back. You've got to wonder how long this sort of thing can continue. How long before the people who make this country run, who, by the way, are not the same people who run this country, those are two very different groups, but before the people who make this country run decide they have had enough and they're not going to take it anymore. Why pay your taxes at this point? Seriously. It's too insulting. It's too destructive. It is evil. Now, who knows how long it's going to take to get there, but at this rate, it's coming, quick. In the meantime, what can we know? Well, we can be certain how the rest of the world is going to see this announcement. Why wouldn't you cross our border illegally at this point? You'd have to be insane not to. Joe Biden is literally paying people who do it. So not surprisingly, as Fox's Griff Jenkins just reported, new waves of illegal migrants are coming here as fast as they can. Here's one caravan.
Chanting liberty, the caravan charges through a checkpoint as the Mexican National Guard stands by watching. The migrants, undeterred by Mexico's Foreign Minister Marcelo Ebrard, who says they are being deceived by the organizers.
They tell them, let's go in the caravan. We get to the U.S. and they will let us pass. It's not true. You saw what happened with the Haitians. It's the same thing.
But the warning isn't breaking the will of the migrants.
That's not stopping us, because we got the power of God right next to us, and he's going to open.
That is not going to stop us. we're still proceeding. We will still moving. It's not going to stop us.
Have you seen this space age?
Good evening, guys. I wasn't going to come on till I saw that tonight. And you know, I know you probably seen that, but just in case you didn't, you know, when are we going to have enough? Now you see the Mexican military there watching these people pass by. They're not really making an effort to stop them. They're just making a showing, really. But we're going to pay reparations to people that came here, and you know, we couldn't tell who was who. People were coming across the border with children that weren't theirs. And so, yeah, we did separate some families during the Trump administration. But it was because of the chaos that is on the border. It has been in chaos for quite some time till Donald Trump got it under control. Now Joe Biden is just inviting a stream of the world's poor to come here and seek benefits. And you know, we were already studying just days ago how much this is costing us. It's billions and billions and billions of dollars. Because these people are coming to this country with nothing and nothing to contribute. That's what's happening. But really what's happening is they want to collapse this country. That's what's going on. Because we can't keep this up. We cannot take care of the world's poor. We can't do it. We can't take care of everybody. We'll go belly up, and we're on that path right now. And you know, Lisa Lee, what's going on now is 10 times worse than what Obama did. 10 times. As you heard, those illegal aliens that are coming toward us, they're being told God is on their side. And we have people down there working for this administration to bring these caravans north. NGOs, they call them. They're down there organizing this stuff. Yeah, it may be Pedro in Mexico that's organizing it, but he's working for this administration. And you heard Tucker say there that even our military men and women that die for this country don't get paid that kind of money. $450,000 a person, because these people, lawyers, saw an opportunity to make money because they were separated. They're here illegally, everybody. They're here illegally. They broke into this country, and now Biden wants to give them reparations. And you know, who else is going to want to jump on the reparation bandwagon? Why not? Why not? We're going to have a rough road here, and you know what? I don't know what it's going to take to get the people out in the streets. I don't know what it's going to take to wake Democrats up that this is going to affect them too, going to affect their businesses. I don't know how they think this works for them, because it's certainly not. It's certainly not going to work for the black community. It's not going to work for them. It's not going to work for anybody, any color person. No matter what group you belong to, this is going to affect every one of us. We can't let this insanity we can't let it continue. And we now have to get hold of not Biden, but our governor, Abbott, and tell him, hey, you better get down there and secure the damn border in some way. Don't let them come in here. No matter how many of them there are. Stop them. We can't afford it. We cannot afford it. This administration is trying to break us. And you know, here they are set to pass another bill that they haven't read. They don't know what's in it. And yes, Democrats can pass these bills on their own. Republicans shouldn't take a part in anything, and damn, the turtle man needs to shut his mouth and hold the line is what he needs to do. And they need to be out in full force over these reparations. Money is being thrown everywhere. Money is being printed. They're devaluing the dollar. We're on a fast track, baby. That's what we are. We're on the fast track to hell. I just wanted to drop by tonight to show you that video. That's right, Lisa Lee. $400K in reparations to illegal aliens separated from their kids during the Trump term. And, you know, you heard him say that's about 1,000 that we know of. And the number for that is $1 billion, is what they're saying right now. But you can bet they're going to add to it. They're going to add to it. They're going to include more. I've already heard that. Yeah. We are on a fast track to hell, and we've got to get on the damn phones. At a minimum, get on the phone and give them bastards the what for in Washington, D.C. It has to be us that takes action. It has to be us. We're the only ones that can stop this. We stop this by demonstrating, and we stop this by voting. And Virginia is the first test. That video I did last night with Alice Linehan, that needs to be seen all over Virginia. Because as you heard Alice Linehan say, Texas was the pilot program. The pilot program for all that stuff, Common Core and all that stuff, was Texas. Everybody needs to understand what's headed at them from all directions. All directions. We are being had by our own government and the elite rich people of the world. This is worldwide what's going on. They want a worldwide tax, everybody. So Biden has destroyed our energy in this country. our ability to produce energy in this country, so he can go over to the G20 and say, hey, look at us, we're not producing as much oil. Look at us. We've cut our oil consumption way down. No, we haven't. All we've done is quit drilling and made prices go up. And we let other countries, our enemies, benefit. That's what we've done. But we have got to stand up, everybody. Stand up. Man those phones. Get out there. Now, I did not simulcast tonight. I did not. We're going to post this this little video on Facebook and other places that we use to get the word out. We. And yes, we'll do post this video on Rumble. But I felt the need to get on here quick, so I just set it up on one. Think about it, everybody. Help us spread the word. Share this. We've got work to do. We have got work to do. We've got to stand up against this tyranny. And that's what it is. It's tyranny. Our government is out of control. And it's time we took the controls back. With that, everybody, have a great evening. I'll be back on probably sooner than you expect. It's Butch Popeye Moss. Bye-bye.